What's up, guys? I was on a thread from Facebook, and we were commenting on these cheap little chainsaw sharpeners. I first of all would not buy one from like the weird little gadget places on Facebook that give you things for like $1, but I got this on Amazon for 20 bucks. I have to say it's got a 3.3 out of 5 rating, but I have to say it actually works pretty well. On one of the threads, a lumber guy came in, and he obviously uses chainsaws much more than me as a personal use just around the property, but you know, he files them, which you would do by a rod, one by one. And he just said basically you're just slowly wearing down the chain. You have to buy a new one, but I have to buy a new one anyway. So either I sharpen it with something like this and I get 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 sharpens out of it, who knows, or I do them one at a time and it lasts a little bit longer. But for how much I use my chainsaw, this thing works well. If I can get, like I said, 5 sharpens out of it, then it's worth it. So 3.3 stars out of 5. It's 20 bucks. The way it works is typically there's 2 pins in here. This pin, as you can see, I took it out. It does come out. You can see the sharpening stone in here. I've used it once. They give you an extra sharpening stone, which is pretty cool. So like I said, the Stihl, you put it up here. The Stihl only has 1 hole. So a lot of chainsaws will have 2. Another one will be right here, but Stihl only has 1. So on here, I took it out. The only thing that sucks about that is it makes it a little unstable, so you have to be careful. You can see I chipped away at some of the plastic already there, but it's not the end of the world. The only thing that's going to really matter is when you start the chainsaw, you're going to want to make sure this is kind of straight. So the way it works is it clips onto the end of the saw there. It'll clip on like that. This black piece will lock in place. You'll push this foot, that's why it's got the treads on it. You'll push this foot against something, and I'm going to do it here in a second, and that pushes the stone against the blade. See that? So you'll start to see sparks kind of come out once you do that. So I'll load it up here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I really wish the Stihl blade had two holes, but it doesn't. Just so you know, I rotate mine every time I take the blade off, just to kind of keep things even. It's the same as rotating a car, in my opinion. So you'll see here, as soon as that stone comes out, it's going to go up against the blade. And I've already used it once, and it actually works pretty well. Like I said, if I can get a couple sharpens out of it. So that goes on like that. So you'll see, because there's only 1 hole on here, this is your problem with the Stihl. So when you start it, I'm going to actually push the stop bar down to prevent the chain from going. Once I get it straight against the surface, then I'll engage the chain. Rule of thumb on a Stihl, guys, if you 3 pulls max, or you're going to flood it. So you hear go to start, you go to half choke. Alright guys, so see how it's wobbly? You're going to want to straighten it out. See how the plastic there is straight. You don't want it too wobbly like that. You want it straight on. I'm going to disengage the chain here, move a little bit, just like that. I'll push against the wall there. You can't really see it from your angle, but there's sparks that come out the bottom. And it's as simple as that. Just unhook the black, this comes off. Now you can see here, even just a second of looking away for the camera, I caught a little piece of that plastic, but I don't really care. But these are really sharp now. I'm actually really surprised. You can see right here on the top where the stone hit it, all the sharpened edges there. So for what it's worth, guys, like I said, if you're a professional and you're in the horticulture business, fine, maybe sharpen them yourselves. But for a guy like me that sits at home, 20 bucks, gets it sharp again, it's either I sharpen it or I buy another chain anyway. So if I get a couple sharpens, it's worth it. Hope it helps.